Hi, I'm Muggs McConnell and a founder of South Okanagan Yoga Academy, which really likes to dive deep into understanding what yoga really is beyond yoga asana. And the philosophy is very life-changing and very pertinent to today. So this is the second episode of our Snippets of Yoga Philosophy. So I wanted to touch on Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. So the previous one was talking about the 5 kinds of thought waves. And so in the second verse of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, he introduces the fact that yoga is the ability to control the thought waves in the mind. Well, let's take a look at the mind. So the mind is our consciousness. It's not an organ, it's the mind. And so Chitta is our consciousness at any given moment, and it changes all the time. I love the phrase of my dear yoga teacher, Eric Schiffman, who said that any circumstance and how we interpret it is based on our current state of ignorance, which is our consciousness. And we could look at that on the flip side. It's based on our current state of knowledge. And as we continue to acquire knowledge, then we are able to interpret information differently because our state of knowledge changes all the time. So this second verse in chapter 1 of the Yoga Sutras is where we introduce the kinds of thought waves. And in the last episode, I talked about these kinds of thought waves. And then once you identify them, then you have the ability to change them. But here's the process for changing them. So the components of the mind, the chitta, the consciousness, is manas. So manas is the process that takes in information, and it's usually through our senses, what we hear, what we see, what we taste, what we touch, what we smell, and also through our movement. But that's the key, through the senses is how this information comes in. That, again, is not necessarily accurate information. It just comes in, what we heard. I heard so-and-so say such and such. That may or may not be true. So then the buddhi comes in, and the buddhi, B-U-D-D-H-I, is that aspect of the mind of discernment that helps us discern whether the knowledge we have acquired is true or not. So manas brings in the knowledge, brings in the information. Buddhi is that which we need to work on and activate so that we can interpret that information to get to the truth. Another great phrase from Eric Schiffman is, what is the truth here really? Okay, so the next part of the mind is the ahamkara, and the ahamkara is the ego personality. So it's a sense of ourself. But the ego personality needs to be tamed because it thinks it knows everything right off the top. As I said in the last episode, when I saw a woman go into this man's house, my ego personality quickly presumed it knew what was the truth. But the buddhi, and if you think of buddhi, B-U-D-D-H-I, it's similar to Buddha, right? Buddha is enlightened. Buddha is a being with supreme conscious knowledge. His supreme consciousness, his chitta is that supreme consciousness. So buddhi is that aspect of the mind that will help you to discern what is the truth here really. So if we look at these components of the mind, manas, buddhi, and ahamkara, they're so powerful for getting us to the truth in life. It takes us beyond this immediate response, thinking that we already know everything. So chitta is our level of consciousness, and we've got various levels of consciousness, the waking state, the dreaming state, the deep sleep state, supreme consciousness. And that waking state of consciousness has all kinds of different levels of where we're at any given moment of time. So let's be aware of these components of the mind. Manas brings the knowledge in through the senses. Buddhi then practices discernment. What is the truth here really? And that's svadhyaya again, self-study, to really care what the truth is. And then ahamkara is that ego personality that we are trying to tame, to take us to the truth, to not let it have free rein to run away with its own interpretation of things without involving the buddhi, training the buddhi to take precedence and decide what is the truth. So I hope you've enjoyed the second episode of the snippets of yoga philosophy that I absolutely love to share, because I think they are all so very, very life-changing on our path to yoga. And we study all of these snippets in our trainings in the South Okanagan Yoga Academy. You can come and join us for retreats, workshops, teacher training, and we'll take you on a journey to understand yoga philosophy and how life-changing it is. I hope you have a beautiful day.